Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shivansu Singh, and this challenge is English reading book of good vibes and good lives. So today is maybe 10th, 9th or 10th days and reading a book. So today's topic is Dare to Leave a Toxic Job from Good Vibes and Good Lives, written by Vex King. And today I will exercise or practicing with the pen inside mouth. Okay, so this chapter will have to complete with using the pen inside the mouth. So start now. Dare to leave a toxic job. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, your purpose is not to be in a job you dislike for the rest of your life. If you knew a certain ally notorious as a murder site, you had to avoid it. You would know that by walking through it you had risked something terrible happening to you, regardless of your state of mind. Less dramatically, if you are invited to a birthday celebration where you know someone who regularly verbally attacks you will be present, you could choose to avoid it and protect your inner peace. You know your attendance will only attract drama, but there are similarly toxic settings that are much harder to avoid. One of the most common is your place of work. There might be people there who make your life is a misery, but you can't just stay at home. I experienced this with a new manager at the office job I mentioned earlier. When I look back at the experience, I don't entirely blame him for his action. He had his own life and his own pressure from those who he reported to, and I was not the best employee because I did not enjoy the work I was doing, so I was not engaged in it. Although I was thankful for having a decent job, all the signs suggest that I needed to leave and pursue my passion. I knew I wanted to spread positivity in the world and help people to better their lives. So one day I took massive courageous step. I quit my job and jumped into the unknown. I was a huge risk. I left with a very little financial security as I did not have much money saved. Some might say I have bold and brave, others might put it down it never naivety. But after I left, I woke up each day with a rush of gratitude. Even though I had a few financial burdens, there was no price I could put on the sense of peace I had found. I was soon able to follow my passion and start a lifestyle blog sharing personal development articles. I have never regretted my decision, and I'm thankful for all difficulties I faced before I started over. For example, the wounds from working the wrong job gave me wisdom and resolve that helped me to create a better life for myself and others. Nonetheless, it is very common for people to become stuck in harmful workplaces, but they push us into unhealthy mental state there and they greatly affect of well-being. Living an unfulfilling job is daunting, and most of the time financial obligations prevent you from saying enough is enough and acting on it. We all crave security and comfort, and entering the unknown can be scary. But you can't be certain of security from job. Either you have no control over your salary, pay rises, promotions, or anything else about your job, even that you have that you have that you will continue to have it. When you are recognized that you have deserved better than a toxic situation, you are trapped in, be daring enough to move on. You don't have to rush the process, but the longer you stay in harmful conditions, the more you sabotage in your own life. Accepting. Thank you. So I tried to using the pen inside the Maitha and reading the chapter is Dare to Leave a Toxic Job to complete reading. So now tomorrow will I read part 4 Accepting Yourself. So thank you for today.